Welcome to the first official video of the Wyckoff Crypto Trading Lab. This is where Alessia and myself will be posting daily updates. Thank you for all of your feedback. And the whole reason why Discord group was created is because of the feedback that you guys gave us. So, welcome to the Discord group. Thank you for the conversations that you already have. Now, right away, I must say that I'm not a Discord type of guy. I'm more like a Twitter type of guy. I see that there are quite a few messages. I will not be able to answer them all, and hopefully Alessio will, just have enough time to answer, the ones that are of interest to him. Now, for myself, what is my goal here with this Discord group? What I would like to do is just to analyze charts. I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about anything else. Alessio can handle the questions about, the kind of like the uh, different components of how the cryptocurrencies trade, which exchanges, and so on and so forth. So he could answer all of the more common questions, and both of us will be um, answering the questions on the charts because that's what we do. We're tape readers, we're chart readers, however you're going to call this. It doesn't matter to me. And from day to day, we're only going to look at charts. We're going to look at the opportunities that the market presents itself in the crypto world. And that's what we're going to discuss. In the future, maybe like in a week time, and we just want to see where it's going to take us. We really don't know where this Discord group is going to go to. So in a week time, I'll try to see if there are any questions, and there are questions, obviously, with charts. So those are the ones that I would like to discuss here and there. So I'll just pick some of the ones that I think, deserve our attention, and we'll just go from there. So again, guys, just kind of like a beginning of the group. We don't know where it's going to take us. Give us some feedback, give us some suggestions, and we'll just go from there. Okay, so today, and this is what Alessa set me up with. I'm going to discuss from Monday to Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to be discussing the six major crypto assets, cryptocurrencies: Bitcoin, DeFi, Shitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, and Aave. And Alessio, each day from Monday to Wednesday, is going to analyze small caps. So this is where the excitement is. I'm going to discuss the boring stuff that still moves excitingly. Oh, well. And then on Thursday, we're going to have the video, which is the weekly video that we usually produce together. And then on Friday, for the Discord members, we're going to discuss the watch list for next week. We will try to make these updates really quick and short, just because we understand that there is not a lot of time. This is probably going to be the longest video, and then just having two videos per day probably will cover the market um, as much as you you know as much as we wanted to cover. All right, let's start with the Bitcoin. So after the top, after calling this a change of behavior, we are in the trading range. So here is the range right here. And we said that this weakness right here suggested a lower low. So that happened. We're seeing how supply has diminished throughout this three lows. And now we're having a higher low. And there is an attempt to go up, obviously, first on the news from Elon Musk. There is some supply, hidden supply behind this bar. I think that we've talked about this at some point last week. So that suggestion of supply converts the price movement to the downside, but we're not committing below this bar, and this is very important. So this level right here is the initial stopping action, and then this is where this big bar took off. So this level of slightly above 32,000 is the one that we want to watch. If it's broken, then we would have to rethink our analysis here. But if If it holds, then most definitely, this is something of interest to us as a continuation to the upside. And also, I want to talk really quickly about tactics. And if you're a long-term investor in Bitcoin, your actions are probably still to hold because what are the bearish characteristics here after this big run? Except for this big bar that been recovered so fast, and look at how the full body of this bar has been recovered in 3 days. So I don't see anything else necessarily unless we break to the downside. So that would be a big question for me. So here you are just basically going through the dilemma of the bias and dilemma of the timing in this trading range, and you're just basically um, thinking that initial assumption is reaccumulation, and this is very important. So please attention here, pay attention here, to be confirmed or to fail. And a lot of students just don't kind of like they skip this concept brushly and don't even think about this, but this is a very, very important concept because with this type of strength and the way how the trading range unfolds, our first assumption will always, always be reaccumulation. And yet, the second thought always will be to be confirmed or to fail. Now, if you're a short term swing trader, this is a different strategy here. So, you would be thinking here to trade more of the swings. So, a swing down and swing up, swing down, swing up, swing down, swing up, something like this. And then at some point, you might consider, let's say, switching after this is another very important concept. Um, After the confirmation to switch to a long-term position. And we'll talk about this once this opportunity and if this opportunity will present itself. Really quickly for short-term swing traders, let's just go to, let's say, an hour time frame. So where would we see those type of trades? Okay, well, if you're looking for, let's say, a top in action. So here is that last climactic run, trading range, failure. So you want to establish the position somewhere here, and then you want to identify the previous support areas, and this would be your target. And that's exactly what we did in this moment. Then you want to go through the trading range and look at the smaller trading ranges within the bigger, larger trading range. So here's our phase C. So points of entry somewhere here, points of exit somewhere here on the failure. So, and that's your swing trade. Well, to the downside, this could be your swing trade, and this could be your swing trade. So therefore, again, the idea of looking at smaller trading ranges and deciphering what kind of Wyckoff action we are seeing. So after the up thrust, after the sign of weakness, and then again, so point number two, point of entry number two, point of entry number one, we were expecting low, low, so the target is somewhere here. So somewhere here you're getting out. And you just continue your swing trading like this throughout the trading range. In this case, you're looking at the much larger trading range. You might actually be drawn into this trade. This could be a break-even trade right here just based on the structure. But once the price goes down and stops in the previous area of stopping action, and you see some bullish activity, somewhere here could be a point of entry. You want to get out here if you're a swing trader on the emergence of the supply. So you just kind of like go like this with your stop losses, and this is going to be the bar to exit. So there are quite a few profitable trades that are built in even in the trading range because the height of the trading range is quite substantial. So for those of you who are swing traders, please consider this. We'll talk about this maybe in further discussions. Specifically here with this most current trading range. So what are we looking at? We might be thinking, okay, well, what if we assume that this is a sign of strength? Although, again, this is a structure within a structure, so maybe I even wouldn't do this. We'll just look at this trading range right here. What are the most important bars? Well, first of all, the low of this big bar is going to be very important. So we don't want to see the Bitcoin fail in this level. If it does, then the structure is going to be broken. And then to the upside, this is the bar right here. So here is the level. So we are in a little bit of nowhere, still with the somewhat bias to the upside, but with the potentiality that we could go either way. So again, swing traders look for the confirmation. Long-term traders go to the daily time frame and just use the support and the resistance in the whole structure as your guide as to what might happen. Okay, so let's switch to other assets. DeFi is just basically in the uptrend, and we're seeing some kind of deterioration in the volume signature, where the volume starts to go down. So this usually tells us that momentum is slowing down, and we see deterioration of the thrust here as well. So shortening of the thrust creates some conditions where we could have a potential reversal. Having said this, we have to have a confirmation of this reversal. We can't really just say like, okay, this is it, it's done, and this is the top. So for now, we're still thinking continuation, and then we're thinking that a more meaningful reaction could come as a change of behavior. Um, and Avi, obviously related to DeFi, is showing still, and this is for hours, is showing still leadership. Yet again, look at the deterioration of the thrust. So in order for us to continue this move to the upside in Avi, we really have to break through these levels, through these areas where conditions are such that are they are suggesting some kind of deterioration of the demand. We could potentially have some kind of if we're going to have some short-term bearish outlook, attempt to go down, maybe below this low in a spring type manner, and then, a resumption. Again, in both cases, whether we are continuing right away or whether we have more of the reaction, confirmation is going to be the key. And uh, I want you to be a little bit cautious here at this spot because looking at the Ethereum and the chain link, again, look at this deterioration of the highs, how we are not progressing to the upside too much. So it's not that we are not in the potential reaccumulation. It's just that within the boundaries of this trading range, which looks like a triangle, we still could have some kind of attempt to go down and then recover after that. So what this attempt to go down might potentially create is a lot of the weak hands might get out of this position because there is no continuation, and then institutions coming in, taking this supply and then just pushing it higher. Again, confirmation is going to be the key. We're kind of like at the very interesting spot where conditions are such where that the reversal could happen, but it has not happened yet, and that's the biggest key for us to think about. Let's look at shitcoin. This is the last one that we're going to discuss, and as you could see, it's in the uptrend, and it's currently in the consolidation. It's consolidating above the high here, which is very natural price action. So the extension of this sign of strength suggests continuation, but the structure itself still requires a little bit more work. So if we're thinking about continuation, we need to break out above these highs. I like the way how the small caps are actually holding here. So look at the volume signature. We had some supply coming in, right? So supply, 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 some supply right here as well. And then we're just going down with the supply significantly, and we are holding here. So this is a really good sign. I would concentrate my attention on small caps at this moment. We've talked about this with Alessio a lot, just thinking about rotation and where the strength is. So this is a very interesting pattern. There are a lot of tails here every time there is some kind of attempt to go down. So this looks probably not the most bullish necessarily, but the most promising in terms of the completion of the structure, the causality, closeness to the resistance, and no, not overextension like we see in the DeFi, even though DeFi is clearly the leader out of all of this assets. Okay, well, guys, that's it for today. Until tomorrow, and today you also will receive the video from Alessio. Again, thank you for being here. Thank you for forming this, Discord group for us, and let us know what you think about the analysis and what we should do in the group itself. So this month is all about trial and error, and we'll try to establish our style, our routine, which right now is still, in the works. So with that, thank you so much.